This man is about to be hit by an atomic bomb. Not once, twice. And he will survive both. August 6th, 1945, 8:14 in the morning. A young engineer walks to work in Hiroshima, unaware that a B-29 high above him is carrying the first atomic bomb in history. In 60 seconds, this entire city will disappear. And the only reason he lives is a tiny stamp he forgot on his desk. This is the true story of Tsutomu Yamaguchi, the man who survived both atomic bombs. His name was Tsutomu Yamaguchi, 29 years old, a ship engineer for Mitsubishi, a husband, and a new father. For 3 months, he had been working away from home in Hiroshima, designing oil tankers at the shipyard. And on that August morning, his assignment was finally over. One last errand, one last train, and he could go home to his wife and baby son. He almost made it. 8:15 a.m. A lone American B-29 hums high over the city. As Yamaguchi walks through a potato field near the shipyard, he sees it, a single parachute drifting down. Then, the sky explodes, a flash like 1,000 suns. He dives to the ground as the shockwave picks him up and hurls him through the air. When he opens his eyes, the morning has turned black. His face and arms are burned. His eardrums are ruptured. And above him rises a column of fire. Half blind and burned, Yamaguchi staggers through a city that no longer exists. Buildings are rubble. Fires are everywhere. He spends the night in an air raid shelter, drifting in and out of consciousness. And in the morning, he makes a decision that defies belief. Despite everything, the burns, the pain, the ruins, he is going home. And home is Nagasaki. He walks through the burning city to reach the railway station, crossing a river on a bridge of floating debris. Somehow, the trains are still running. For hours, he rides south through the night, packed among the burned and the dying. 300 kilometers to Nagasaki, the city that in less than 48 hours will become the second target. August 8th, Nagasaki. His wife barely recognizes the bandaged man at her door. She treats his burns with ointment. And the next morning, August 9th, Yamaguchi does something extraordinary. He gets up and goes to work. Wrapped in bandages, half deaf, he reports to the Mitsubishi office. His boss is waiting, and his boss does not believe a single word he says. "You're an engineer," the director scoffs. "Calculate it. How could one bomb destroy an entire city?" Yamaguchi tries to explain. The flash, the heat, the ruins. And at that exact moment, 11:02 a.m., the room fills with white light. The same impossible flash. Yamaguchi drops to the floor as the windows explode. 3 kilometers away, a second atomic bomb has just detonated over Nagasaki. He survives. Again. And here, fate twists one more time. His wife and baby son are also in the city. But that morning, Hisako had gone out to fetch burn ointment for her husband. The errand led her to shelter in a tunnel just as the bomb fell. The ointment for the first bomb saved her from the second. The whole family lives. For decades, Yamaguchi barely spoke of it. He lost the hearing in one ear, he buried the memories, went back to work, and raised his children. Japan officially recognized survivors of Hiroshima or Nagasaki, but for over 60 years, nobody held the impossible title of both. Then, in 2009, the government finally certified him as the only official double survivor in history. In his final years, Yamaguchi stood before the United Nations and told his story to the world, not as a tale of luck, but as a warning. "I could have died on either of those days," he said. "Everything that followed was a bonus. Tsutomu Yamaguchi died peacefully in 2010 at 93 years old, a man who stood beneath both atomic suns and walked away from each. The unluckiest man in the world, or the luckiest? Perhaps he was both.